Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Now celebrating 17 years of broadcasting success, here's your host, Cyrus-Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus-Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, both for our radio audience in Mississippi and our online audience tuning in, thanks to our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcasts. We're glad you all could be with us as well. We're excited to welcome model and actress Danielle Vasinova to our program today to talk to her not only about her journey in the entertainment industry, but also what it's been like for her to do what she loves and to see the response from her fans literally around the world. Danielle had a really productive 2020 in spite of everything that was going on in the world. We'll talk to her about that, but also let you guys know what she's looking forward to as we're beginning a new year. Danielle, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me. How you doing?
I'm doing really good, Danielle. You know, one of the things I noticed when I was prepping for this segment is that even though, 2020 had its challenges for all of us, you definitely were staying busy. You were able to keep us posted on what was happening for you. But I want to talk about this career overall. What has it been like for you, Danielle, to do what you love and then to be able to see the response to it?
I mean, it's been an amazing roller coaster ride ever since I was a kid. So I'm Czech and Cherokee, and most of my family has been in aviation. So my grandmother was actually the only one that she was an actress and a singer and a dancer in Prague. And, the communism was run rampant, and so she left in the middle of the night with nothing but a suitcase. And they got bounced around to a bunch of different DP camps, like a displaced persons camp. And she ended up at this one in Germany, formed a trio, and people would throw, like, food or clothes or shoes or what have you up there. And my grandfather fell in love with her. And they ended up having my uncle there, and they got a sponsor to come to New York City. And she went from acting and singing and dancing to scrubbing toilets because she spoke no English. And I think that there's something in me that I have that my grandmother was never able to finish. And so I think that's where my love of the arts came from.
And it's a love now,
so
Danielle,
it's been a journey.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, I was just going to say, it's now we've been able to follow that with you. One thing I noticed in looking at your pictures, Danielle, is that you seem to have a real love of life, not just the life that you're able to do in the industry. But I want to ask you, where does that come from? Do you think that comes from not only, of course, realizing the importance of life, but also, how life is so precious?
Listen, life is so precious, and it can change on the drop of a dime. And I know firsthand because I flatlined from sepsis due to COVID on 12/12 last year, December 12th, for 3 minutes, and I was in ICU for almost a month, and I got discharged on New Year's. And I can say that I've lived because I've died. You know what I mean? And I'm young and healthy. And it just goes to show you that anything can happen to anyone at any time. And just, every day is a gift. Yeah. So I think that's probably where it comes from.
Right. I appreciate you sharing that with us, Danielle. And I think, that message, every day is a gift, is so important. I mentioned in my introduction, and it's really not an exaggeration, you literally have fans from up around the world. I noticed that you're busy in the comments communicating with them. What has that been like for you, Danielle, to know the impact you've been able to have on others?
I mean, it's an incredible feeling, I'm kind of in the Comic-Con world, the nerd world, is so they say, and literally those are some of the most diehard, unbelievable, loyal, awesome fans ever. I mean, all fans are amazing, but I've been followed into the bathroom at Comic-Cons by Wookiees. And I don't know, I just really enjoy talking to people and seeing, what puts a smile on people's face and what inspires people. And if I can have anything to do with that, I love it.
Yeah. Well, it's been an amazing thing to be able to watch. And one of the things that I saw you talk about online, and I think, as we kind of follow you, the different projects you've been able to be a part of, you've been able to do what so many people just talk about, and that is, of course, be a part of television, being able to be, in movies. Do you still have those wow moments at this point, Danielle, when you kind of look at the different types of roles you've been a part of?
Oh, every day, every project, everything that I do is a wow, a feeling, because I just think to never take anything for granted, and to be able to do what I love and to set out. I'm just a farm girl. I grew up on a farm in Connecticut, and I'm just a girl with big dreams, and I drove across country with, like $1,500 in my pocket, and so I'm grateful every day to be able to do what I do and to be able to tell stories. Ultimately, that's what I love doing, is storytelling, and to be able to affect people or inspire people in some way. And every moment is a wow moment to me.
Yeah.
I can't believe some of the people that I've gotten to work with, or that I'll still get to work with, and to be able to have walked where many other people, never will. I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah. One of the last things you did for 2020 was release your calendar, your 2021 calendar. I want to talk to you about that. But before we talk about that, Danielle, I want to actually read a bit of a post you made on December 25th, 2020 on Instagram. And for those who are not following Danielle, you guys can find her there just at Danielle Vasinova. But you said this, and I think it's such a powerful thing. I feel so grateful to be able to connect with all of you. 2020 has taught me to love a little deeper, laugh a little louder, and to truly cherish your family and friends because they are priceless. You've been able to use your platform. The reason why I wanted to mention that, you not only keep us posted on what you're doing, but you also motivate your fans along the way, those who follow you. Why has that been important for you to do? Because, not everyone, of course, takes out that time to let people know, hey, I'm thinking about you all. I appreciate you. Why has that been so important for you in your career?
Listen, this is why I do what I do. To be able to affect people. Yes, it's I love it, but I want people to know that if you put your mind to something, and if you stick to it and you follow through, you can do anything that you want. Sometimes you have to reinvent yourself. Sometimes you have to, go a little bit left or a little bit right. But if you want something, if I can do it, anybody can do it.
It's a great reminder for all of us. For those who are just tuning in, either on the radio side or online, you're listening to Conversations Live. I'm excited to welcome model and actress Danielle Vasinova to our program today. We're talking to Danielle not only about her amazing journey, but also what it's been like for her to do what she loves and to share that experience. We're going to remind you all how you can stay connected with her. I mentioned the calendar, Danielle. How much fun was that for you to be able to put together this calendar for your fans?
It was the first calendar that I've ever done, and it was scary at first, but honestly, it was so exciting and so much fun. And it was quite the process. But now I hope to do one every year. Actually, this year I'd also like to do a coffee table book. I want to do kind of more of an art project as well. But
nice.
It was pretty exciting.
Well, if you guys have not gotten it for yourself,
I have to come up with a theme for this year, for the next calendar. So maybe you guys can help me.
Well, there you go. I just was going to mention, Danielle, for those who have not gotten the calendar yet, it's not too late. It is available on Danielle's Instagram. You guys can go there. Just click the link that's in her bio there. You guys can be able to get it for yourself. Danielle, I want to talk to you about the what's next. We talked about the journey where we are today, but what are you looking forward to as we're beginning this new year?
I'm looking forward to a lot of different things. I'm up for a series regular on Young and the Restless.
Oh, wow.
And then I'm going to be producing a film. And then I'm also going to be kind of on the entrepreneurial path. I'm going to be developing a wine. My first is going to be a rosé that's going to be out this summer for Vasinova Vineyards.
Wow, that is amazing, Danielle. And wow, that really is good. And again, it's showing people what's possible, right? I think that is the beautiful thing about it. It's reminding them you don't have to just do one thing. That used to be the thing that people said, but that you could actually be able to do different things that you're passionate about. And that's great that you're able to do that. So for our audience, make sure you guys are following her on Instagram at Danielle Vasinova. I'm sorry, Danielle, were you going to say something?
No, absolutely. To be able to mix it up and do different things, like I said, I'm in the Comic-Con world as well, and another dream of mine is to be on one of the DC comic book shows. A lot of them are being aired on the CW right now.
Right.
So there's that. And, I think just, to keep creating.
What a great thing, and we appreciate all that you're doing. Again, everyone, make sure you guys are following Danielle on Instagram at Danielle Vasinova to stay updated with all the great things that she's doing. And, of course, make sure you guys order your 2021 calendar. Just click the link in her bio. You guys can be able to get that. Danielle, I really appreciate you taking out some time with us today. It really means a lot, and it goes without saying, you're welcome back here anytime.
Cyrus, you're the best. Thank you so much for having me.
The pleasure is definitely all mine, Danielle, and we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus-Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Now let's make today amazing. Take care.